Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says, the only show on YouTube where sometimes we meticulously pick over the habits of writers in order to kind of try to predict the stories that they're going to write about, especially when that story is Doctor Who. My name is Travis and the BBC just released the full list of writers for Doctor Who Season 10, so let's just dive right in. Episode 1 will be written by Steven Moffat. Obviously. This one was a bit expected. He's the head writer and the showrunner, at least for this last season. We all know what kinds of episodes Moffat is known for: consequences of time travel, children's fears, playing with paradoxes, loneliness hidden behind spectacle. Episode 2 will be written by Frank Cottrell Boyce. He's written one other Doctor Who episode, In the Forest of the Night, you know, with the tree invasion. That episode was okay, I just hope he has a better villain or threat in this episode. Episode 3 will be written by Sarah Dollard. She's written one other Doctor Who episode, Face the Raven, you know, the episode with Clara's death. Or, sorry, death. What if she kind of feels snubbed that Clara's death wasn't actually a death, but kind of like a roundabout death? Like, it wasn't actually the way that she told the story in the episode. Episode 4 is titled The Haunted Hub, and it's written by Mike Bartlett. Now, this is Mike's very first time writing an episode for Doctor Who, but he's a BAFTA-winning writer, so I kind of have high hopes for this. The thing that I'm sort of worried about is that it's a haunted hub, which means that there are ghosts or spirits, and even just Capaldi's Doctor has dealt with different types of ghosts a few times already, so I hope it's an interesting take on spirits. Episode 5 will be written by Jamie Matheson. Now, Jamie has written 3 episodes of Doctor Who already: Flatline, The Girl Who Died, and Mummy on the Orient Express. In Mummy, there's an immortal creature stalking and killing. In Flatline, there's a two-dimensional creature stalking and killing. In The Girl Who Died, the girl dies, and then she doesn't, but then everyone she's ever known has died. So this guy likes to write about death. Episode 6, Extremis, and Episode 7 will be a two-parter written by Steven Moffat and Peter Harness. Peter Harness is back for his third Doctor Who story, this time joined by Steven Moffat. Comic fans will recognize the term Extremis as a super soldier serum in the Iron Man comics, but its Latin definition means at the point of death. Episode 8 will be written by Toby Whithouse, easily one of the most recognizable names on this list. Okay, he's written School Reunion, Vampires of Venice, God Complex, A Town Called Mercy, Under the Lake Before the Flood. He's even written an episode of Torchwood. School Reunion brought Sarah Jane Smith and K9 back into the series. Vampires of Venice brought Rory on as a companion. God Complex had that Hotel of Fears that was a pivotal episode for the series. Toby Whithouse writes pivotal episodes. Episode 9, titled The Eaters of Light, will be written by Rona Munro. She wrote the story Survival for the 7th Doctor back in 1989, and she's the first classic Who writer to write a story for a new Who Doctor. Episode 10 will be written by Mark Gatiss. This co-writer for Sherlock also does a lot of writing for Doctor Who. Unquiet Dead, Victory of the Daleks, Night Terrors, Robot of Sherwood. Mark Gatiss has written 7 Doctor Who stories, and he's the only writer besides Steven Moffat to write for all 4 of the new Who Doctors. And finally, episode 11 and 12 will be written by Steven Moffat as a two-parter farewell sign-off, of course. It'll probably have spectacle, maybe some closure, or it could be classic Moffat and have people scratching their head until the very end when they see some huge reveal. I don't know, I don't usually get excited about lists of writers for a thing that hasn't started yet, but seeing these people together and then comparing them to the works that they've already made, I'm really excited for this season to start going because I really want to see how all of these authors' stories work together. Especially with Capaldi's Doctor and having a new companion, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And a lot of people are kind of excited to see Moffat leave, but I'm really interested in seeing what he does because Doctor Who is his baby. What is he gonna do as his big, huge farewell? But it'd be silly to think that Steven Moffat is completely done with Doctor Who. Sure, he's stepping down as showrunner, but I could totally see him coming back and writing maybe 1 episode every season for the foreseeable future. In the comments down below, let me know which writer you are most excited to see their episode of. No, I didn't say that right. Let me try that again. In the comments down below, let me know which writer's episode you're most excited to see. Nailed it. I'm really excited to see Jamie Matheson's episode because I've really liked the episodes that he's made in the past, but Mike Bartlett, the newcomer, I'm very intrigued. And it's really awesome that there are 2 female authors on the list. I'm pretty sure this is the most gender-inclusive writers list for a season of Doctor Who ever. As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to What I Have to Say, and you will see me tomorrow.